Alright, good afternoon, grazers. Today is the 15th of August and it's hot. Heat index today is 100 degrees. I think actual temperature is around 92 or something like that. And I thought I'd show you just real quick. The last 2 days I've had the cows. I kind of increased stock density because I had a bunch of forage up here around the barn that really needed to get eaten and trampled all at the same time. And so yesterday I had them, they were around 180,000 pound stock density. Today they're probably around 240,000 pound stock density. And so you can see getting a lot of trample in here, a lot of manure distribution, but this area back here just behind the barn is always, used to be an old dairy barn, so there's a lot of fertility right around the barn, which is typical. And so cows are in here. There was a lot of foxtail in here. There was a lot of weeds and thistles and cocklebur, that's in here. And they've eaten a huge majority of it. This was all, most of this morning was just about as tall as what the cows are. So I'll probably go ahead and open up the corral for the rest of the afternoon and let them graze in the corral, clean it up, and then tomorrow I'll probably go ahead or this evening I may go ahead and move them up on my gravel road. There's about 1 acre total on the gravel road, but for any of you that's followed along previous videos, I've put the cows on there overnight, leave them in there, and they'll clean everything up on the gravel road for me. So prevents me from having to spray any kind of herbicide or anything like that on the gravel road and kind of keep it cleaned up. So that's it. They've been here for about 5 hours now, 6 hours now, and so I'm gonna go ahead and move them into the corral, let them clean that up. So but this looks good. So bull is still in. I'm going to leave him in here for 45 days. We're right at, I think, 24 days now. So he's doing his job. He's looking decent. But the cows, obviously, most of them's full, but they're definitely ready to move. I can see that their gut fill in front of the needs to be a little higher. But there's the bull. You can see him right there. He looks great. I'm looking forward to using more bulls that's got that higher, or I should say, higher low maintenance score. So we'll what do you think, big guy? All right. Sold 14 steers the other day, and now most of these mamas have a couple months until they are gonna start calving again. So I'm gonna probably try to graze some of the tougher areas on the farm that I don't really like having baby calves in, grazing around woods and things like that, that are just more difficult with baby calves, because then when you go to move cows, baby calves are left behind and all that. So while I don't have a bunch of little calves, is a great time to try to clean up some of those areas. And it also keeps them off of the fields, my main fields, while we're stockpiling for winter. So usually my goal is to not feed hay for more than a week or two. I don't know yet what's going to happen with that this year. I could potentially have some land getting cleared, some trees getting removed off the place to open up for more pasture. And if I do that, I'm holding back heifers, trying to increase the herd size, and it's going to take a year or two for all that to get established. And while I'm doing that, I'll probably have to feed hay a little bit more while I increase the herd size, as I'm getting up to capacity for the farm. So, but once the grasses are established, it's going to give me significantly more grazing area, and I should be able to run, I'm going to say, at least twice the amount of cattle as what I've got right now. So that's it. Cows are looking pretty good. You know, for late July, they don't have a ton of flies. A little bit of horse flies bothering them, but I have not sprayed them at all for flies. This is one cow right here, 9. She always has a calf every year, despite the management. You can still see her ribs. She doesn't have a ton of fat, and not, you know, if they come open, I sell them. It's as simple as that. So right now, I don't really want to buy any other cows that I've got to worry about how their management was or wasn't, and what their heat tolerance was, what their fescue tolerance was. And so, you know, several of these cows I've had for 7 years now, at least. And that's what I do, is I pretty much treat them all the same. I don't baby any of them. No hormones. I've wormed one time in the last 7 years. I don't do fly sprays, but I do permethrin around their mineral feeder, so that helps with the face flies. And I know one of these days I'll rip that band-aid off too, but other than that, try to push the cows, and if they get pregnant, they stay. If they don't get pregnant, they leave. So I love even like watching number 5 right there. If I can zoom in, you know, she's in there picking every little leaf she can off of that vine that was in there. So another one right there grabbing the poke and ripping it down and eating it. All right, that's it. I'll sign off now.